We are proud of University of Calabar for identifying this malpractice. The fact that people within the system can work to create certificates or forge certificates in these cases and connect with people, maybe in the NYC, to get these people mobilized is a clear confirmation of what the son, the VC of University of Ilorin, had said, that it is a systemic problem. So we cannot single out what is happening in the education subsector from the entire Nigerian system. Nobody should do this to a system that trains people to go out there and impact society. Just imagine, we don't know the identities of these graduates or who forged their certificates. What if some of them actually trained in nursing, or maybe got forged certificates for nursing? What if some of them got forged certificates for MBBS, and then they are going to work in hospitals or even in the lab? Now, this is very dangerous because they would just kill people. So it's not just what you get into your pocket that should worry people. All of us as Nigerians should be interested in building a system that we can trust. Sometimes you read in the social media where a story is told of someone who trained a pilot who didn't train well, and then they were to fly, and then the pilot announced that he was the one to fly. Nobody will sit in that kind of flight and be confident. So as a teacher, as a school administrator, as a person in this country, we should be interested in solving this problem where certificate racketeering is becoming a very serious concern. Where I worked before, we had someone whom actually was employed in that institution to teach. And this person came with a certificate from somewhere that could not be traced. The person who interviewed him said that when he asked him the most basic question in the field that he claimed to be qualified or to be certified for, he could not answer. And he said to the leader of that place, please, I do not trust this person's certificate. But somehow the person got employed because he comes from a particular place that was designated to come. Now that takes us back to the question of excellence. If excellence were to be the mark on the day of that interview, definitely that person would not have been taken, not to talk about realizing that the person had actually forged his certificate. And years later, this person was involved in certificates racketeering where he worked, because the system that produces me is the system that I will sell. So if I'm a product of excellence, what do you expect? I will transfer excellence. But if I'm a product of compromise, what do you expect from me? Definitely, I will preach compromise and represent it. So we have to get to the point where we realize that we cannot rise above the standard of the education that we offer our citizens. Once we compromise our education system, then we cannot expect development to come. Indeed. It cannot come as a wishful thinking. It has to be deliberate.